3 facts. 1. My name is Sadiq Khan. 2. I am the Mayor of London. And 3. Unlike the President of the United States, I'm a proud feminist!
The question is whether or not the engineering infrastructure that we design, the cities that we live in, are supportive and inclusive to facilitate the various different roles and activities that we undergo.
Diversity is about difference, and inclusion is about togetherness. Diversity is about hard data, and inclusivity is about how people feel. As engineers, we have to think about how we do things as well as what we do.
Well, that means more than just constructing things differently or designing things differently. It means thinking all the way back at the policy stage about how we can embed the right sort of thinking at the earliest stage in a project's life cycle.
If we've got a narrow part of society setting the agenda about what we need, then it's not really going to change if the people who are making those decisions are consistently male, pale and STEM.
A feminist way would equate, in terms of priority and importance, the rebuilding of local healthcare services, nurseries and schools, informal livelihood spaces, social protection infrastructure, and rebuilding all of that with diversity and inclusion in mind.
Are men taller than women on average? Does anyone take offense at that fact? Are you irritated?
There's always a standout.
So I would say you could be irritated by it. You could be irritated by the fact that women have to be the ones to gestate and lactate. You could be irritated by a lot of truths. But taking offense is a response that is rejection of reality. So men and women are different on height. They're different on muscle mass. They're different on where fat is deposited on our bodies, right? Our brains are also different. So there are some binaries.
Oh, wow. Security! This is what happens. Oh, did they shut off the volume? Can you hear? Can everybody hear?
Would you be happy to be treated in hospital by someone wearing a full-face veil?
The bottom line has to be that it is sexist for any man to tell any woman what she may or may not wear, whether that be a burqa or a bikini, and it is racist for any white person to tell any Muslim woman what they may or may not wear.
When is the International Day for Men? It's November the 19th. Put it in your calendar so you can celebrate the suffrage of men. But don't you see it's Men's Day every day? You don't have to fight to be heard. I can definitely hear you loud and clear. You don't get wolf whistled for showing a bit of leg or for wearing a skirt. Or maybe if you're wearing makeup, well, don't wear it. That's absurd. The first question you ask when a girl has been raped, what was she wearing? Well, there we go then. She was asking for it, begging for it. She should just wear baggy jeans to escape. The length of a skirt, the cut of a top, if you wear a bra or not. You can go around topless, but for us, definitely not. Can you imagine if it was the other way round? I'm sorry, but put that hairy chest away. You're so irresistible. Stop tempting me. That shouldn't be allowed. Women may not be as physically strong on average, but you don't need to carry that bag for me. I'm a capable human, but thank you. Don't pretend that you're just being a gentleman. I don't need you to patronise me and call me a man-hating lesbian. I understand you're being polite. I understand that it's manners you call. You were brought up like that. That's how it's done. But forcing it on me is not being respectful at all. If you do the same for a guy, then okay, fair enough. But would you call that guy that you've never met babe, sweetheart, or love? And heaven forbid if you were ever seen fighting like a girl. Have some thought into your common insults before you make the decision to hurl them. As we are now, women are a minority, set aside as with ethnicity, sexuality, mental illness and faith. It isn't what anyone chooses to be, but it's still a competitive race. Equality. Feminism is equality, women rising to be equal. We just want equal rights the same as everyone else. Equal opportunity does not always give an equal outcome. It's like comparing all men to Usain Bolt in their ability to run. I'm not saying women are all physically equal to men, especially not me. But wouldn't it be nice to be able to say, well, we started from the same place, didn't we?
What the fuck are you bitches babbling about?